Hello everyone, my name's Adrian and I'm here to give you an instructional video on low wind foil jiving. I really don't have any credentials to do this, but the reason I wanted to do it was I figured it out in fairly short order and just wanted to share my thoughts with you and hopefully make windfoil jiving a lot more fun for everyone. To start off with, we're going to talk a little bit about equipment, and we're lucky enough to have Adrian over here to help us do that. Over to you, Adrian. Thanks, Adrian. I suggest the learner use a board greater than 125 liters, and I recommend going without rear foot straps to eliminate the extra movements during jiving. As you can see, I found going without the front foot straps was easier because the front foot strap placement on my formula board, which was much further outbound than where I found myself comfortable starting to jibe. However, many dedicated windfoil freeride boards have a more inbound strap placement and may be in the right position for you to start your jibe. I believe the most important piece of equipment is the foil, and I would recommend using a floaty foil with a front wing greater than 1,000 square centimeters. There are front wings in the 1,500 square centimeter range out there that will provide additional stability at the lower speeds you will be using in a jibe. If you have a shorter mast as an option, this will allow the foil to be less sensitive to foot pressure, but does give you less room for error once you get your jibes figured out. Adrian, could you please give us your thoughts on windfoil jibing? Thanks, Adrian. I'd be happy to. There is a lot of discussion on how to step through a jibe and when to throw the sail. However, just like jibing on a short board, there are many successful styles. Hence, my recommendation is to stick with your shortboard jibing style with 4 minor updates. First of all, let's just get back to basics. Jibe in flat water conditions. Start your jibe on a broad reach and exit on a broad reach, or to put another way, don't try to do a sharp 180 turn. Look forward, not down. A little speed is your friend, and hence jibing in a gust on light days can help. Most of the things that make sense shortboard jibing will apply to foil jibing. Number 2, use your shortboard jibe style and rhythm, but just be light on your feet. You know that foiling is very sensitive, and hence you have to be light on your feet. Number 3, start and stay close to the center line of the board with all foot placements, which really just builds on number 2. And 4, the additional variable of board elevation is controlled with front to back foot pressure. Most of the time I use back foot pressure or lack thereof. Hence, it is critical to place your front foot next to your back foot as you switch tacks. This is likely close to your shortboard jibing style anyways, but if it isn't, this is something you'll have to adjust to and think about. Over to you, Adrian. That's interesting, Adrian, but I know it worked for you. Now let's talk about some prep work. It is important that you get a feel for how your foil is going to behave in a turn. So when flying on a reach, place your back foot where it would be when you start your driving, and try some S turns, like these, until you're comfortable doing these without touching down much. So to jibe, start bearing off with your rear foot in the same position as you find comfortable when practicing the S turns. Maintain steady rear foot pressure, then flip the sail and move your feet using the style you use in your shortboard jibing. Great points, Adrian. But maybe I should add that when learning to jibe, don't be concerned about touchdowns. You will just need to get used to maintaining your altitude with back foot pressure. Adrian, remember, if you're crashing because you're sending the board into a wild back and forth wobble, it may be best to take the front foot straps off and start the jibe with your front foot closer to the center line. Also consider trying a shorter mast or a larger wing to decrease the sensitivity of the foil. Well, thanks, Adrian. Over time, I think most sailors will be able to jibe out of the foot straps using smaller, faster wings. But the idea is to get the feel of the jibe using your shortboard jibing style on a bigger wing while staying close to the center line before advancing. Hope this helps. I'd be very interested in your feedback. If it doesn't work for you, I can add things and make a second video. And have fun foiling.